Alrighty. So that's a toot made. I guess we're going. Welcome, friends. I'm Remmi. We're gonna play more Griftlands. Which still slams. I'd forgotten how much I like this game, being honest with you. No, I didn't want to do a boss rush. I do not wish to do that thing. I have 2 runs in progress. I should choose this one, probably. Yeah, I'm hunting Casio. Day 3. This one has a little symbol by it because it's of a higher difficulty than this. This is on the intro difficulty. Which we want because we just want to enjoy the story, I think, without worrying too much about the way we have to build our decks. What's over here? Active quests. Getting settled. Visit Nadan. Alright. When we left off last time, Casio had decided to send us a message, and by message I mean assassin. We killed that assassin, because if someone tries to kill you, you're allowed to kill them back. And, yeah, now we're gonna get back to the business of getting in good with the spree. Nadan has another special mission for you. Go do his dirty work. Or mean market, that's the mercenaries thing. And we're gonna get jumped on the way here, because that's just sort of how the game goes. Oh, no. Make me a liar, then. That's fine. Here's Nadan. Well, Nadan, what extra legal shenanigans do you want me to get up to today? I don't know if I appreciate you making light of the work we do here. And as long as you get the job done, I guess I can't complain. I got 2 jobs for you today. Pick the one where you think you'd be most effective. We have Wounded Animals. It is a battle-focused quest. The spree used hit-and-run tactics to devastate an Admiralty patrol. The survivors are stranded in the field and waiting for backup. Get it there first and finish them off. Sounds good. Or a negotiation-focused quest, Shakedown. Nadan wants you to intercede and destroy a relic being transported to the Cult of Hesh. Destroy a whole relic. And the rewards are about equal. Let's go with the shakedown. The Admiralty had gotten hold of an antiquity. Want to gift it to the cult to butter them up for the negotiations. Let's sour that butter, shall we? You want me to steal the antiquity? I'm gonna steal it, destroy it, whatever you like, so long as the Admiralty can't profit off of it. Hell yeah. We stole some intel on the route they're taking. All you gotta do is set up camp and they'll come to you. Ask about the antiquity. Antiquities are dangerous ancient tech. My family used to dig them up for a living. The Spark Barons keep everything dangerous for themselves. This is likely just some old knick-knack to decorate a priestly pedestal. Alright. Well, I'm not being paid to ask too many questions, so let's go. And then we get jumped. As you're walking down the road, you spot a merchant standing by a small stall, which was fun to say. Greetings! Are you interested in buying a genuine piece of ancient antiquity? A truly invaluable piece of history. These all look a bit homemade. No, all my items are absolutely authentic. Please believe me. You do not. We could just buy whatever it is outright. Or we could haggle for a better price, which would... So the better price we would be haggling for is... It costs 150 shills right now. We could haggle them down to 112 shills, but that's still, like, so much more than we have. It is not worth taking this time and energy. Second thought, I think I'm good. Oh, clearly the faith doesn't call you. Walk in the shallows, friend. Mm. Get back to itedness. You find the route in the down mentioned and lurk out of sight. It's not long before an ostentatious caravan approaches. The caravan is escorted by a few guards and a luminari, the most dangerous of the group. Let's rest a moment. We've traveled all day, and I wish to reflect in prayer. As you like, luminari. Wait a bit and observe the group. You hold your breath and wait. The guard begins to sharpen his weapon on the leather strap. I'm sorry, but I can't focus while you work. I'll seek solitude in the forest. I'm sorry, Luminari. I can't. No, you have your duties and I have mine. Guard the relic, please. With the Luminari out of the way, you emerge from your hiding spot. Why, greetings! Old citizen, this is Admiralty business. Now, just a question, my good fella. Do you keep the faith? Do you walk in the shallows? Of course. We're none of us faithless here. What's it to you, citizen? We could just jump them, or we could ask to see the relic. It said it was negotiation focused. Let's go ahead and do the negotiation bit. I'm a pilgrim and a scholar, an expert in antiquities, in fact. I was just in Grout Bog where I made a frightful discovery. Several recently unearthed relics were fakes. Spark Barons told me they just sold one to the Admiralty, and I knew you had to be found. Fakes? The Spark Barons assured us it was perfectly authentic. So you do have the relic. I can certainly examine it for you, to be sure. Oh, thanks, Twitch. I didn't want you to tell me that. That's wild. Hey, Demon Dog. We're about to convince this cop that the priceless relic he has is a fake. And, I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with it after that. As long as they don't have it. That's the important thing. What do we do? Rapport, absolutely. Spend all influence. We have 3 stacks of influence, so that'd be 8 damage altogether. I think we take Diplomatic Instincts. I think we put Compliment into our hand. This gives us another 2 influence, so now we have a stack of 5, which means Rapid Fire is now hitting for 12 damage instead of 8, which, yeah. Ooh, no, this is the way to do this. Evil Eye. The damage of the next card played this turn is doubled, and then Rapid Fire hit for 24 instead. Now we don't have any more influence, but on the other hand, they're down to single-digit health. How do we deal with this? I think we just go all out. Just this once? We'd have to hit with max damage on everything, I guess. Is that okay? Like, they're going to do so much damage to planted evidence over here, it's going to go away immediately. There's nothing we can really do to solve that. So yeah, I think we just throw out as much damage as possible. Down. And we're gonna take a lot right there, but that's fine because they have 3 fucking health left. And we can absolutely handle that, you would think. Gain 1 influence. That's all I need, because that way inspirational talk will do maximum damage. There we go. For our efforts, we get a negotiation card. Solid Point was really good. I think maybe taking another one of those would be great. I'd love to get rid of a couple cards in my deck, being honest with you. There's a way to do that, and I can't remember what it is. I think I have to go to the night market. Earn victory medal and restore health. I've dedicated... Try that again. I've dedicated my whole life to the study of relics. My eye won't be fooled, I can assure you. Well, I suppose there's no harm in having you look at it. My fingers will be as discreet as a dewdrop. Greg steps aside. You crawl inside the caravan and spot an ornate eel-skin box. The relic sits on a bed of silk that feels like tallow. Looking at the relic, it's clear it's genuine, but it's a genuine trinket. No wonder the Spark Barons were willing to pass it on. Still, the Hessians might like the gift all the same. We can steal it or we can destroy it. I say steal. Destroy it doesn't do anybody any good. The relic slips easily into your pocket, and you exit the caravan looking as prim as you can manage. Well, are we carrying a fake or what? I have good news, soldier. It's genuine. I was blessed to even be in its presence. Oh, that's a relief. Now scram, because now you really have no reason to be here. You give a simpering bow before quickly making your exit. And they're absolutely going to chase us down on the way back. Nope. No, got away clean. That's good. Wow, look who it is. Gives Nadan the antiquity. Hey, here's the antiquity. You were right, it's just decor. But it's your decor now, boss. What am I supposed to do with this thing? Hang it in my war room and pretend it's a weapon? Huh. Actually, yeah, that'll do. You got paid 244 shields, you gain 3 metal, and I get to pick a graph. A battle graph. I can choose to gain 10 maximum health, which sounds nice. At the start of each battle, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many new cards. So you just have, like, some extra options right at the start of your fight. Or whenever you improvise a maneuver card, gain 2 defense. Do I have any improvised cards in battle, in my battle deck? I feel like I don't. No, that's not true. I have 3 improvised cards in my battle deck. Right, because I have something else that does stuff on improvise. Here it is, Projector. Any attack cards you improvise deal extra damage when played. So, yeah, sure. Let us accept that. I'm done with you for the day. Keep your head down out there. Word is you made some enemies. You know, you're not exactly how I expected a bandit kingpin to act. Who says I'm a kingpin? Well, I mean, that's what you'll be once we take out Casio, right? Nah, it's not really my style. Okay, so that's what I mean. What is your style? Class. Principles. Integrity. You think the stuff you're having me do gives you integrity? No. That's why you're doing it. Ask about the spree. To hear the folks on the street talk, you have this kind of bandit prince vibe. Most of them are scared, others think you provide legit protection, but almost every spree I come across is just a straight-up thug. So? So you don't think maybe you're at odds with your own goons? About me, they're them. Folks under my wing do what I say when I say it. What they get up to in their own time is their business. As long as they don't stick my name on it. Huh. Listen, if I'd done it any different, I'd be dead. Casio would have seen to it. Really? That's a story I'd like to hear. No. Ask about Ulu, the lieutenant of the Admiralty who we snubbed to work with Nadan. So, I know I'm not supposed to say her name, But I'm too curious not to ask. What's the deal with you and that Admiralty officer? She's Admiralty. I'm Spree. She tried to kill me. I want to return the favor. It can't be that simple. You're too practical for that. It is that simple. If you need clarity, just look at my face. Your face? Ooh, did that not another word? That all? I suppose so. Maybe should have known not to touch the sore spot. Oh, this is the thing I have been waiting for. Treat your pet. Because Meatloaf has been wandering around with us for a while. I was hoping we would get a chance to train. You arrive at a clearing in the woods that isn't too overgrown with wild brush, and Meatloaf takes off to roll around in the grass. Heh, cute. Increases Meatloaf's health and damage. Meatloaf will also help you in negotiations once trained, because you can get their bladder to pulse ominously on command. You put together an impromptu obstacle course from branches and dead trees, leading to a dummy made from putrid mulch. Up and over. That's right. Low to the ground now. Real quiet. Now sit. Meatloaf's max health is increased by 10. Base damage increased. That was exciting. I didn't even look at what the other thing was. We had another option, but fuck that. Fish looks worried, but you'd be worried too if your bar was smoking. Alright, Fish. Yeah, we got a problem. Some of the supplies need to finish this up for contraband, apparently. I see where this is going, but I don't know how to stop it from getting there. You want to be gently shook from your slumber by a new assassin each night? I need you to head down to the docks and grease the wheels, else this will never get done. Let's ask about this booby trap. Is this really necessary, Fish? We've done all right so far. Sure, if you don't count last night. I'm alive, aren't I? Might not have gone that way. Might have gone very different. Can't you get your friends in the Admiralty to help you with this? Calling in favors for any old problem is exactly how you run out of favors to call in. Besides, with the auction getting closer, I don't know who my friends are, exactly. Winch chains, opportunities not, kids roll. Alright. I guess I'm headed for the docks then. But feel free to take my bouncer with you. Might take some convincing though. So, a long way. Fish said you might be able to help me solve her supply problem. Oh, did she now? You're her employee, right? So you do jobs for Fish, and in exchange she pays you? This would be another one of those times. Fish and I have a very specific understanding of what is and isn't my job. Make it worth my while and we can talk. I could just pay you half of the money I have right now. But fuck it, I'm good at negotiation. Think big picture a long way. Imagine how much this would improve your lot. Oh, that should be good. Go on. Oh, hey. Meatloaf now helping us out in battle. Wonderful. Wow, and Longwe's going right after that Meatloaf, so let's stack some defense on it. And what, spend an influence, deal 6 damage? Yeah, I think so. Yes. I might just throw away airtight if I have option 2. Because I am not using it at all. I think we just play every card in our hand, huh? Yeah, I don't see why not. There's Tactical Mind. We will gain 1 extra card at the start of every turn, and then we can just play every attack in our hand. Um, spend 1 influence to Fast Talk. Inspirational Fast Talk to gain that influence back, and then spend all of it on Rapid Fire. Oh, it's just 1 short, damn it. Oh, it doesn't matter. The voice of the people is going to trigger and knock you down to nothing. Still it. This card loses 1 damage. I don't think so. Incept to Doubt. What does Doubt do? Targets a friendly argument 1 turn. Targets a friendly argument each turn for 1 damage per stack of Doubt. So we would give them 2 damage a turn Mind Virus. I don't think I hate that. And we can upgrade, both of our deflections. Apply 4 composure instead of 3, and then... Whoa. Oh, these are the big ones. So we can change deflection into wide deflection, which applies 4 as opposed to 3 composure to all friendly arguments, and then we burn the card. Or lucid deflection, apply 6 composure, and then burn the card. I think handing a little bit more to everybody is more useful. Can I just dump you airtight? I cannot. Earn victory medal and restore health. We get that stuff for fish, and the bar is safer. The bar is safer, your job is easier. A little bit of effort now makes for a whole lot less effort later, makes sense? Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Although I gotta say, too much of my job these days involves keeping your scrawny butt safe. That must be very hard for you. Whatever, lead the way. You convinced a Longwy to work for free. Let's hit that night market and see if we can't drop a couple of cards out of our deck. No, let's talk to for a look at the beast instead. That thing reeks of Lumen. It sure does. That is, it's Scratch. There's sort of a mer person with glowing eyes. Pictured a pet. I don't disagree with it. It sure does. That's a Lumicite. The cult harvests them as larvae from the Hessian Sea and force feeds them lumen as they grow. It makes them mean and tough and smelly. Oh, we unfortunately can only have 1 pet. I'm not gonna... you find Rake tending to her ring. You want to take that one again? I don't remember what the fuck voice I gave you. Knew I'd see you again. Nothing quite as thrilling as taste your own blood in your mouth, huh? I can think of a few things. I mean, you say that, but here you are. We can remove a battle card or buy cards. Don't want to do either of those things. Plaka the Swab. Like all good markets, there's a spark bearing selling tech of questionable provenance and safety. You need an edge hunter? A good graph can warn off your enemies or lure them to the grave. Negotiation, battle graphs, add more graph slots. What battle graphs do you have? Anything useful? Red Bandana. Your allies receive 2 power when they join battle. I like that, because I tend to fight with my friends. Like Shulk. That's not right. What's the name of that kid that fights for his friends? Ike? think it's Ike. For illicit shifter, hey, what a coincidence. When installed, upgrade 3 random battle cards. I'm going to take one of these to be red bandana. And in fact, that sounds really good, so yes, I'm just going to have the red bandana. A follower of Hesh is meditating here. Endo, a cult of Hesh priest. What are you peddling, Heshite? Do you seek enlightenment, child? Hesh distributes it freely for a price. Good, this is the person I wanted. Hesh annihilates all, but those in Hesh's favor choose the path of their annihilation. Get out of here, Airtight. And now... Fish's package is being held up at the docks. Thank you, game. I had forgotten what we were doing. Me and Olongwi and Meatloaf, we're gonna probably get into trouble over here. That's fine. It's dark when you arrive. The docks should be closed, but they shimmer with activity. It's not long before you spot why. A ship from the Roloch. Roloch? Yeah, sure. Is moored in the harbor. No doubt there's a quarantine in place. The guards on duty approach you. Who's that? Show yourself. Howdy, officers. Just me, your friendly neighborhood bounty hunter. Oh, yeah? Dock's closed, Hunter. Especially to you. We got a Roloch shipment, and I bet you'd hate to be the one to test its quarantine. Let us ask about the quarantine before making any other decisions. When is the quarantine lift? No clue. Something's up with the boat. The skipper's not responding to signals. Wouldn't be the first time the Roloch shipped a plague with a manifest. We can just attack them. There's a lot more of them than us. Well, no, 2 of those are rocks. We can just bribe them. Or we can chat them up. We're good at that. Let's do that. What's it to you if I get sick? Just look the other way, Switch. You'll keep that leash, right? No. The hell is over here? You have something called Metal Sun. If destroyed, gain 6 metal. At the end of Ashigora's turn, remove 1 metal sun. Oh, so if I go after this immediately, I get 6 metal, like, right off the bat, which is the persistent upgrade material is metal. What's this other thing? Flustered. Reduces damage by 33, remove 1 stack at the end of Ashigora's turn. No, that sounds alright to me. What I'm gonna do. Report. We are going to give you your +2 mind virus. I see no good reason to not make very sure that I take out the metal thing first. And shit, do I just rapid fire and deal 8 damage? No, it attacks a random argument, not the one I want necessarily, so... yeah, we're just gonna end the turn. Yes, I know I could play other cards, but I don't wish to play other cards right now. Thank you. Okay, so he is attacking Meatloaf, which means we absolutely need to block from Meatloaf. Inspirational talk. Deal 3 damage. Gain an influence. Elucidate will duplicate a random friendly argument. fingers crossed for a second. For a second meatloaf, but no, we got more influence instead, which means we have fucking 8 now. That's so much of that. From our improvised cards, we take observation, because it deals maximum 6 damage, and as long as I have influence, I always deal max damage, so... Oh, I have a flourish available to me. What can I do with that? I can dismiss all enemy intents, which I think I actually want to do. That sounds very good to do. They basically have a blank turn. I do not see a good reason to not apply 4 composure to everything first of all, and then just deal as much damage as possible. We almost had that threaten upgraded. Oh. Oh, I just went off of strong point. I was wondering why I didn't get to play anything. Pick a negotiation card to add. We're getting to the point where I kind of don't want to take more cards because they will just sort of take up space in the deck engine, right? We could pick Segue, draw 1 card, return the next card you play this turn to your draw pile. We could get another Seeds of Doubt, or we could Plead, which makes us lose an influence with no upside. On the other hand, we usually have just a shit ton of influence, so I don't know if that matters. Let's decline and just take some money. Listen, I'm a hunter. I can take care of myself, and this is all a waste of our time. You know what? Fine, go on through. Any luck, you'll break out in putrid warts, and then I'll be laughing. Yeah, I hope not. Let us find the ship. You make your way onto the deck of the Rollock ship. You come across an Admiralty officer neck-deep in debate with a Jake stevedore. The glint of a small box catches your eye from a pile of contraband. You recognize it as the goods Fish needs. I don't care what schedule you're on, that ship stays in quarantine. I got other ships to unload. What am I supposed to tell the Hessians? They should delay the auction because their goods are held up? You let more ships in, and that's exactly how infection spreads. Or are you too much of an ignoramus to follow? You figure this is a good time to break the tension. What are you doing here, Grifter? This is a secure area. We can cut a side deal with Spots to get the package. We can offer to attack the Admiralty. So we just go, hey man, this cop giving you trouble. Not anymore. Or we can convince Spots to completely end the quarantine. Opponent has plus 30 resolve for this. They are going against orders. Or we could just grab the package and make a break for it. Let's get back into... I'm just here to get a package. I don't care about the quarantine or whatever. It's a bit late for that, considering you've breached it. I'm fine, but that package right there, what do I have to do to snag it off you? You know, me and my dog, and This guy who had me beat up someone for spurious reasons. What do we have? Initial rapport, elucidate. Yeah, I think we do rapport to get some influence in, elucidate to duplicate an argument. Ooh, we got a second voice of the people. Voice of the people deals 4 damage every turn, so now we are doing 8 damage every turn passively, which seems pretty nice. Fast talk gain 3 composure. Yeah. That's fine. What are you? I've not seen you before. Paper Pusher. Insert 1 baffled card into salvage draw pile at the beginning of Spots' turn. No. Baffled is at the end of your turn, take 2 resolve damage and expend this card unplayable. So it's like burn from Slave's Fire. Target argument loses 2 resolve, you gain 2 resolve. How do we do this? I think the first thing we do is take Calm and apply 2 defense to everything. Then we grab Promoted Thinking to improvise a card. Crap. I don't know what any of these do. Boosted Gossip. Deploy 2 Bait. Bait must be targeted before anything else. Gains 2 resolve for each stack of bait. Oh, okay. So that's a decoy thing. Stammer. Incept 3 vulnerability. All resolve loss increased by 1. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. Or Boosted Consideration. Apply 3 composure on 2 random friendly arguments. Is any of that terribly useful? I mean, bait is going to keep you from attacking my dog and making me lose all my influence in one go. So yes, actually. Let's do that. And let's give you Existential Doubt. Why not? Right, so bait got completely wiped out. On the other hand, nothing else even got targeted, so that's good. I think we just play our whole hand. Well, how much are we damaging you passively? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Leaves you with 10. Five for Flatter, 6, 7, 8 for Intrigue, 9, 10, 11 for Pale Fast Sock. Yeah, let's just do that and win. We play Flatter, which spends 1 influence to deal 5 damage to their core arguments. Intrigue deals 3 damage twice. Pale Fast Talk. Pale Fast Talk will deal another 3, and then our passives will just... Thank you, yes I know. The passives will just knock you apart. Fluster. Incept to Flustered. which was fun to say. Abrupt remark, draw one card, or evoke. What the fuck does evoke mean? Once per turn, play this card for free from wherever it is when the specified requirements are met. An opponent argument is removed or destroyed. I can just, if I do that every turn, I can just draw a spare card. Or Know It All. Gain 3 smarts and 1 vulnerability. What are smarts? Gain an extra action at the start of your turn, then reduce smarts by 1. Like, that sounds good, but I'm already playing, like, my whole hand every turn, so I don't know if that's terribly useful. I think we just get spare money. And we can upgrade Elucidate, which was duplicate a random friendly argument. Now we can either choose it or... Oh, okay. We can either choose the argument that gets doubled, which I actually like a lot, or we can duplicate a random friendly argument just like Elucidate does, but now it no longer has expend. Expend means that we could only play this card once per battle. Now it just goes back into our discard deck and gets shuffled back into our draw pile. I think just choosing the argument is good, because I can't imagine I don't take points of the people basically every time. Passive 4 damage a turn. Hard to give up. Earn victory medal, restore health I'm not losing. Because I talked my way through most of my problems. Listen, you've had a long day saying no. Just say yes for this one thing. You'll feel better, I promise. You grifters have a lot of nerve, but if one package is all you want, it's easy enough to give it a simple inspection. Typical. Exceptions abound when someone with power and influence walks through. Power and influence? You mean me? This package is unusual, but I can release it to you, Hunter, assuming your license is in order. Oh, sure. Sometimes I'm afraid I have this. It looks above board. Be sure to register if you construct this and any, I don't know, weapons or traps. Those require different paperwork. Yeah, will do. No problem. You almost make it when you hear a gurgling from across the bow. Oh! Good. A hulking beast heaved itself out of the water, shaking off droplets that sizzle on contact. Here's what I find most interesting. It's a big frog-like head with a sort of, like, fucking... Oh, what are they called with the lights? Lanternfish? Anglerfish. With sort of an anglerfish top over there. It's a hell of a beast. You're not wrong when you say it. I'm really taken by the extra set of vertical teeth underneath the row of regular teeth, which sort of implies that it opens 4 ways like the alien from Alien. I'm going to be excited to see that in motion. Or maybe excited isn't the right word. Terrified, maybe. Spots rushes to your side, his mouth twisted in anger. I knew it. Hunter, you're officially deputized until this monster is destroyed. Defend yourself against the Shroog. You charge. Oh no, you summon a lot of little tiny ones. You don't have a lot of health each, but that sort of doesn't matter. Let's... Do we want to just play Freighter and knock one of these out, like, first rattle out of the bag? Like, I feel like the answer has to be yes, and it has to be the one that's trying to attack the Longui. Oh, Maternal Instinct gains 1 power whenever an ally dies. Oh no. So we're better off just going straight for the Slobbering Aberration Shroog. Unfortunately, Slobbering Aberration Shroog has 240 fucking health. Quadruple what I have. Why is a Longwee so thick? A Longwee's got like 85 over there. He doesn't look like he can take a hit, I'm sorry. Thieves' Instinct. Improvise a random common card. Oh, but it's not free to play. I just get it in my hand. Oh, shoot. Let us take Dagger Storm, which allows us to insert a couple of, 0-cost cards into our draw pile. Oh, it is free. I wish you had made that clear, video game. I think we just do more improvise. I think we just apply bleed liberally. Yep, see no reason to not continue dealing bleed, so let's play Saber Grip. Blade Mouth Beating. If this card was improvised this turn, attack 3 times, apply 3 bleed per stack. Yes, actually. This is the exact thing I wanted to do. I did want to hand out 12 bleed for no reason. Everyone's getting attacked. I should probably block for somebody. You heal people. What am I doing? Of course I block for Meatloaf. That is what we do. Do we want to take out the little ones? I don't know if that's good or not. I think we don't particularly have a choice. I think we need to... make that no longer a problem for us. Ooh, that was one big swipe, huh? Gain an action, replenish, destroy after 3 uses. Let us play our whole hand. Yeah, I guess we just do that. Throw Impair on you, which will actually bring down all the damage, because that's what Impair does. Yeah, I think we just throw as much damage into you as possible. And worry about it later. It's actually going really well. I mean, you know, Shroog is really, really mad at us, but... that's to be expected. Deal bonus damage equal to twice the cost of your hand. Yes, let us hit for 19. Do we want to just take Projector? You're not attacking this turn. Status effect will be applied. We'll deal with that. Let's play Projector, just to get those pips up. Oh, I was really afraid that that's what was going to happen. Is that the status effect that Shroog was going to do was to summon more little Shroogs. Shit. Just keep attacking with everything, I guess. Now we apply some defense on our people, probably. I kind of don't want to waste defense on spots. Yeah, let's just guard our dog and guard ourselves. We could just play 2 freighter cards. We could just deal a grand total of 39 damage in one go. I kind of wish we could be back on our bleed shit, but eh. Well, I did say it, and then they handed me a bunch of bleed stuff, which was very kind of them to do. Why is everyone trying to hit my dog so bad? Oh no, it's just Shroog was trying to hit my dog really bad. Okay. Yep, here we go. So good news, we have knocked Shroog down from 225 health to 69 health, which is very nice. I think... I think if we don't defend spots, they'll just panic and run away, and I don't want that to be the case. So, there we go. You got some defense. I chose you over my dog. You have no idea how big of a sacrifice it was. Uh, these are just all attack cards, so let's just all out attack. I think we get there because Spots and Meatloaf are about to deal just a crap ton of damage. Not take Shroog out, but be very close. Oh yeah, that is completely sorted. Let us just throw this card. Hey, Battle 1. Shroog has tired themselves out and is now going to take a long nap surrounded by their children. And we can shove them back into the sea where they're meant to be. Pick a battle card. Combo points spent for, I don't use combo really, not in this deck. Double the panic meter of all fighters, I like that. I sort of wish it weren't 3 points to play. Sino Trainer. Discard a card, double the damage of a random card in your hand this turn. Like, no, none of those sound good. Appeal to Reason costs 1 less for each influence you have. And we usually have a shit ton of influence, so I actually think that's a worthwhile pickup. We can upgrade Elbow Strike. And because I forgot that we took the thing that gave us an action but neutered our upgrade options, we are obliged to upgrade it to Rival Strike. We will gain 1 combo when we do an Elbow Strike. That doesn't mean anything to us because we don't have any finishers to capitalize on the combo, but you know, we'll get there. New battle card, a Shroog Fang. I did not see what that did. It ran away from me. Apply 2 wound, gain 2 power, and expend. That is a really powerful card, actually. And we can restore our resolve. Is this normal for the Rolock? I've never seen a Rolock and aberration quite like that. I was lucky you were here, Hunter. You can keep that parcel as payment. I'll just turn a blind eye to its contents this once. As long as it's not from the Rolock, of course. Bots rallies his troops for cleanup brigade. Good, package delivery should not be this difficult, but whatever. We're gonna have some words with Fish when we get back. Give Fish the package. Here it is, Fish. 1 box of pure contraband. Just make sure to wash your hands after plugging it in. Wash my hands, why? Don't worry about it, it's probably fine. You look good with a few extra warts anyway. You're a good kid, Sal. Now, go on and get some rest. I'll get to work on this later. Rest in the back. Buy cards. Buy a drink. Eat one of Fish's famous fish cakes. Oh, we're about to heal when we rest, so let's just rest. Fish disabled the alarm long enough for you to slip through the curtain home at last. Your bed calls to you. The moonlight cuts through the window like the glint of a knife, as if you don't get enough of that during the day. Yep. Heal ourselves all the way up. We did not do any socializing today, I don't guess, because our loved, liked, disliked, and hated have not changed. We gained some cards. We gained some other more different cards. We bought some grafts. Something about the sunlight here feels murky and thick, like a sludge tide. But there's no use sleeping in. You only just got back in the Griftlands, and already you've made yourself an enemy too powerful to ignore. Nothing for it but to forge ahead and hope you can make some allies to match. Well, let's finish this dialogue. When you come out of your room in the morning, Fish looks noticeably uncomfortable. Hey, Sal? You have a visitor. Huh? There's a good setup you have here. Booby traps and fish with their eye on the door. That's not bad for a Derek. It's nice to see you too, Nathan. You want a drink? Yeah, maybe next time. It's time for you to prove your worth. I got a big job for you tonight. Needs your full attention, so come to me when you're ready to focus. You do this and do it right, I'll help you take down Cascio myself. So tomorrow's the big day, isn't it? Yeah, and you better get ready for it. I got a couple more jobs you can do to prepare. Find me when the sun goes down, and I'll tell you what you need to know. So I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to stand up, do a stretch, and get some water. Suggest you do whatever self-care is useful to you. We're not going to run ads because we're affiliate. We don't have ads. We're just going to chill here in the bar and catch you back here in 3 to 5 minutes. Please join us then. Hey there. It's me, I'm back. I don't know why my headset mic isn't working. I'll have to figure that out later. I think that I am going to be less adamant about structured start and end times. I'll try to have a good idea when I'm starting, but I think we're just going to go until we don't want to anymore. For a variety of reasons, not the least of which is that what we had been doing is streaming until like 11, which means that we finish streaming and then jump immediately into bed and say our goodnights and shuttle off to Dreamland, and that sort of doesn't leave time for other things. We want a little more time for other things, I think. So that's where my brain's at. How are you, Demon Dog? Which have any other things that they can talk to us about? We can ask about Nadan. What was that? I've never seen you squirm so much. Have you seen that face? All humans are a bit gross, but that's a whole nother level. That's very mean. And don't act like you didn't know. You were always goofy looking. You made up for it by being the smartest damn kid in the whole bog. You miss being on this park baron's payroll? Gosh, no. Drinks were flat and the rations were stale. Plus, I hated hunting truants. Just honest folks trying to get by. Yeah, Casio hated it too. And that's not the same. What I hated was stepping on the workers. What she hated was being stepped on by the barons. If I'd have known that at the time, well, maybe I would have tried harder to get your parents out of the bog before things got hard. Or at least bought your bond myself. I guess paying you back for my parents' steps would have been a little bit better than the Derek. Eh, never mind. I would have fed you to the oats. And you'd be even uglier. I'm okay, I guess. I touched PGP keys today, and I also wrote a bio for a new website, I'm the Demon Dog. Is that the whole bio? Because it's a good bio and tells you everything you need to know right up front, which I very much appreciate. Ooh, I had a whole bunch of stuff pop up. We have Challenging Quest. A battle. Posgo needs you to safely escort one of his smugglers to the buyer. Termination of command. Spots wants you to deliver Sandrano an official reprimand. Isn't Sandrano the person we beat up for no reason? I don't remember. There's a way to find that information, but I don't know where it is right now. Oh, relationships? Here we go. No, those actually. Asset recovery. Lily is trying to track down some stolen goods and needs you to track down some leads. This will allow you to remove a card from one of your decks as a reward. This one will let us upgrade something. What's the... pick a random graft. Do I have a card that I really never want to fucking see again? I don't think so. I think we're going to learn PHP for website touching reasons to keep the header consistent on all pages. Cool. We are always impressed by y'all's website design, especially because our Our beginning and ending of website design was a 50 meg site we had when we were in high school that we made using HTML 3.0. It was a long time ago. I think let's upgrade something. Oh, no, getting jumped first. Sitting, oh, there was a cute little lizard in the background, climbing that hammer-looking thing. Come back, little lizard. You were my best friend. Sitting conspicuously by the side of the road, you notice an old shrine. It doesn't look Hessian. We can make an offering, which will remove a chosen negotiation card. We can meditate by the shrine, which will upgrade a chosen negotiation card or leave the shrine. I think we'll just do that. What do we want to upgrade? I think we go straight for Evil Eye because it takes like 7 pips. It's really useful when we use it, but we don't always use it. Make it free or draw a card. Make it free, I think. Then there's like no reason to not use it. You place a hand on the worn pedestal and take a moment to reflect on the here and the now. Yes, even old gods die eventually, huh? Surprisingly, the notion brings you comfort. You spend the rest of your walk mulling it over. We were on our way to which of these? Termination of command. Ooh, okay. So here's Spots, who's the person we're supposed to be talking to. So let's just do that, I guess. What brings you back? Spot looks up from his clipboard as you approach. Word is you're looking for a director? The Admiralty needs something taken care of, yes. Ah, sent official. Don't people have goons for that? We do, and this mission is of a sensitive nature, and I can't trust our people to do it. Now that sounds lucrative. One of our own, Sandrana, was gone rogue out in the wilderness. Oh, Sandrana was the one that we got to quit their job. It's probably fine. We sent an Admiralty team to bring him back in, but they were compromised. Now Sandrana is holed up somewhere out there in the wilderness, operating beyond the pale of any acceptable conduct, still commanding troops. I want you to find Sandrana and terminate his command. I will do that. Good. A member of the compromised team has been spotted back in Murder Bay. Find her, get Sandrana's location, infiltrate it. And bring Sandrana back? No, just bring back his badge. His remains could belong to the wilderness. Oh, it's a take no prisoner situation. Got it. All the way over there. At the, Flesh Mall. That's not what they call it. A motley of opportunists have gathered here looking for an honest day's work. Prices vary, but so does the skill. You see Rorok, the rogue Admiralty agent you were sent to look out for. She hasn't noticed you yet. The Murder Torch, it's called. Presumably because it's the, where the lighthouse is, this massive lighthouse in the background that sort of looks like it could skitter along on those spider legs coming out of it. You find Rorok standing with the other hired meat at the beach. Her furtive sideways glances and jumpiness have not found her any work so far today. Hey, you have work for me? I'm, affordable. You're Admiralty, aren't you? Don't you already have a job? What are you, internal corrections? What's the matter? The uniform is a feature, not a detriment. It means I can move with impunity. The uniform is a feature, not a detriment. It means I can move with impunity. So are you hiring or not? Well, sure, I have some work that needs doing. I'm looking for somebody. Sandrano. You think you can find him for me? Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, sorry, I can't help you with that. I never got missing persons training, see? Ask about Sandrano. Sandrano's name had an effect on you, that's for sure. I don't know what you mean. You're trembling. I can see the ripples in the mud at your feet. Maybe I'm just cold. Look, I get it. Sandrano went rogue. You probably found some bankroll or another to exploit, but he can't be more dangerous than any of your other superiors. There's only one superior more dangerous, and I don't make a habit of contemplating the abyss. Wait, what? Rourke looks into the distance, her mouth set in a thin line. Convince Rourke that Sandrano must be stopped. Or we could just beat her up. It will make her dislike us. Or we could, like, just bribe her, but we don't have that much money. We're good at negotiation anyway. It'll be fine. Clearly something's got me rattled. Talk to me. So, how do we do this? Start with initial rapport, gain a couple of influence, grab diplomatic instincts to gain 2 more influence with compliments, and then that'll give us 4 influence to make appeal to reason, cost nothing, and smack for 6. Yeah, there's no reason to not play Evil Eye and then use Threaten to smack that out. We're gonna lose Voice of the People, like, immediately. And that's unfortunate, because I really like it, but, yeah. What can you do? Let us use Intrigue to send 6 damage over here and completely get rid of that argument. That'll keep them from blowing up Planet Evidence and deal a bunch of damage to us at once. 7 damage coming at Influence, and there's nothing we can really do to fix that. I mean, there's stuff we can do to fix it. In fact, we should. Just like... just apply the block. Do we want to deal 3 damage in one go, or do we want to pull and improvise and let fate decide? I like letting fate decide. Incept 3 vulnerability. I think we used Focused Elucidate to get an extra pet. I don't know how that works internally. I guess this is a negotiation, so it doesn't mean that we've, like, gotten a second Meatloaf. It's just that whatever psychic damage Meatloaf was doing, Meatloaf is now doing more. Maybe we just asked Meatloaf to move closer. I think that there's no great reason to not play our entire fucking game. A sentence I've said a lot this run because it just sort of keeps being true. What does that do? Rock's arguments deploy with +1 resolve. Rock's intense arguments deploy with +1 damage. That literally doesn't matter, I don't think. Because we're about to just deal 10 damage to... Yeah. And just sort of smack that whole thing up. Another Evil Eye. This one's almost upgraded already. Bulldoze. Whenever you destroy an argument to gain an action. Oh, that's not terrible, actually. Attack a random opponent argument for free, but we can't play it because it's a it doesn't have a cost. Its cost is the evoke cost down here, and we can't use that because we do not have enough hostility cards because we're just sort of not using them. Evil Eye, Bulldoze, let us get money. Okay, good. I can back out. That's good, because I wasn't paying attention. Let's upgrade our Threaten first. Deal 8 damage and then just destroy the card. What does Dominance do? Oh, Dominance is the red version of Influence. So Influence lets our green cards deal max damage every time. Dominance lets our red cards deal +1 damage every time. But it drains in a way that Influence doesn't. Let's take this, actually. And it means we only get to use this card one more time, but it's going to be a very powerful hit. Earn victory medal? Okay. Oh, okay, the only thing we can upgrade is the roller drum. Visionary roller drum. Gain 1 action and draw a card at the start of your turn. And hostility cards are strictly worse. I forgot we'd taken that. Oh, that's a lot of those. Oh. Not as many of those as I thought. What is it? Yeah, that's it. You're facing something down alone. It doesn't have to be that way. I'm here to help. Yeah, maybe you can help. And if you can't, well, maybe throwing you in his direction will buy me some time. Ominous, but I'm glad we've come to an agreement. Just say Rollock likes us now. Oh, neat. No, I think it just says that they joined us. Okay, now down to whatever the hell it is Sandrano is doing down here. Oh, is this the good encounter? The one that I like a lot? It might be. Let's see how it goes. Rorok leads you on a winding path through the forest, and you sharpen your wits as you walk, memorizing the twists and turns. At least you'll be able to find your way back easily enough. The trail is marked with char and strange off-color stains you can't place. It's just up ahead. Hey, maybe you should go in without me, yeah? I don't know if I can do this. What, are you flaking out on me? I wouldn't wish a head-to-head confrontation with Sandrano on anybody, but you still don't get it. I don't think I can handle what he has to say. Not again. It is this one. It took a couple rounds, back when we were playing Griftlands like a lot, to get this encounter to pop up. It's neat. I like it. I need your arms, not your ears, so stuff them full of wad for all I care. If it gets real bad, I promise to start shrieking every work song I know. And we had a lot of them on the derrick. I'm gonna regret this. Definitely. I wasn't kidding when I said shrieking. Now let's go. You follow Rorok into a campsite. Everything looks in order, but there's a stink like blood and something you might find under a sewer grate. Hello, Sal. I've been expecting you. Is that so? You must have a good network for someone who's ghosted his whole faction. I feel Rorok's doubt as if it were my own. I let it grow to see what fruit the vine might yield. And here you are. I have spent enough time with the cult to know mumbo jumbo when I hear it. Spare me your energies or whatever woo-woo you've got spinning. And yet more questions gather perched at the tip of your mind. I'll let you ask them, if you like, before it's too late. I'm my own master, and whether you accept it or not, so are you. What are you doing? I've heard of folks being discharged from the Admiralty, but what I've been hired to do is kind of extreme. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't peaked. The wilderness allows me to meditate on the true nature of this world. When I share my insights, however, it leaves people feeling a bit bare. Stripped of purpose, title, mental fortitude, even. So if you'll tell me I'll run raving into the depths of the wilderness, huh? Well, that's up to you. The Hessians would have you believe your actions are prescribed. You are tethered to the abyss, pushed and pulled by the tides. What they don't tell you is that you are the true master. We were not destined for this conflict. Somewhere in the strands we were allies, even friends. A reality where it was I who sent you to eliminate spots. Ah, I get it. This is your counteroffer. No. You still only see the veneer and not the grain. Maybe you weren't ready for this message. Ask why the Admiralty wants Sandrano terminated. So, you've gone a little off your rocker. Happens a lot in the Griftlands, but still doesn't explain why the Admiralty wants you dead. Because with this knowledge, I have grown powerful. Though the right often bickers with the left, the Admiralty and the cult are two tentacles of their beloved god. And I sit on the cusp of a chasm even greater than their abyss, and my mind alone can plumb its depths. They sent you after me because they see themselves as an extension of a greater will. You accept the job because you see yourself as an extension of theirs. But reach weakens the grip. You are deluded, a vessel of someone else's intent, while I am my own master. Let us scare away Sandrano's followers, because you have 3 of them, and I don't want to attack you all at once. And what about your followers, then? Are they their own masters? Oh, right, Rorok's here. What the fuck does that say? Wealth Extractor. When destroyed, receive 30 shills. Oh, that's nice. What's this other one? Drunk. When destroyed, remove a random intent from Sandrano. Nice. Potential energy. Goon Day will fight against you in the coming battle if you don't scare him off first. Oh, okay. These 3 down here represent their, Sandrano's followers, and getting rid of those will make the fight easier one by one. Plus, we need to scare away at least one of them to be able to attack the core the same way we fought, oh, what was his name? The assassin. I'm sorry, I've completely pretended to forget your name. Zir? Something like that. Let us duplicate our voice of the people. Further, let us apply a whole bunch of composure to that first voice of the people so that we don't lose it. I'll be back in a little. Alright. Have a fun time doing the thing that you were doing. So if we use Pale Evil Eye, we can then use Threaten of Clarity to deal 8 damage to, who is this? Day. And then just get rid of 1 right at the top of the key. I think that's terribly useful. So Let's do this and get a influence. Hail Evil Eye, and then just smack you for a ton. What is doing that? Ah, wild. Okay. So... we don't need to focus on the, Hijj down here. I don't know how you pronounce two J's next to each other. But we don't need to worry about them because one of our Voices of the People is going to take that out. And can we deal 7 damage by the end of the turn? We cannot. Oh, but they're about to send fucking 9 at our dog, and that's completely not, that's completely not a thing we can allow to happen. So let's just go ahead and give you some composure. Oh no, we can deal 7 damage. We can hit you for 6, and then hit you for 1, and then the 3 will take you out. Yes, yes. All is going accordion to plan. I said it on an episode of Rugrats years ago, and it never letting go of me. Yeah. One of our Voices of the People is going to take out that. We are going to lose that influence. We can't do shit about that, I don't think. Because that is minimum 10 damage on something that has 2 resolve, so eh. I'll just go straight for the eyes. Oh no, we just got our Flourish. We should do that. Dismiss all enemy intents and make sure that we do not take any damage this turn. Oh no, it's still taking a bunch from what? Oh, that's not going to count. Yeah. Concept to doubt. You know, we might as well smack that first, just really make sure that we don't have to deal with it. And... and deal 9. Oh, that worked well. Pick a negotiation card. Reconsider. Remove one of your arguments, inceptions, or bounties. No, I almost never want to do that. Oh, I guess, wait, does that mean I can take out, like, planted evidence or something, one of their things? Either way, let's go with this. Beguile gains 3 damage each time this is drawn while you have influence, and we usually have influence. And restore health when not losing. What about your followers? Do they have free will? Will it be their choice when they stay and fight for you? You assume that death is a consequence, when really it is a new beginning. We all play the cards we're dealt, and my hand has grown pretty powerful. Perhaps Sandrano's followers weren't as confident in his teachings as he thought, but they exercised their free will enough to slink into the trees, leaving Sandrano to stand alone. Great, then you won't be put out when I win. Attack Sandrano. Sandrano will dislike you, but eh. Hey, Projector. Improvise cards. Use instinct. Improvise a random card. We could take another projector if we want. Gain 2 defense, increased by 2 for each card played this turn. Gain 2 defense, discard this card to gain 2 defense and 2 counter. We don't have anything that this card. Yeah, I honestly think our best bet is this other projector, so now when we improvise other, like the bleed cards, they'll just hit for billions. It's thoroughly unnecessary, it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we basically don't have to do anything useful with this turn because our dog is about to send you into a panic. So, I've been told to kill Sandrano. What happens if I don't, though? The thing's flashing, reminding me that I am meant to kill this target. I could accept surrender and see what happens. I think I want to do that. Let's fight the system. Pick a battle card. Apply to bleed. Oh, it doesn't do any damage, but it applies to bleed. And if we had a way to discard it, then we would apply to bleed to all enemies and then put it back in the hand. I think I like that, actually. Take that. And we can, well, let's take those. And then we can upgrade Elbow Strike. Oh, right, we only get one upgrade option, so we are obliged to upgrade it to Finishing Strike. Spend up to 3 combo to deal 2 bonus damage. Okay. And Feint. Apply 7 defense versus the 4 defense it was applying before, and expend. So bigger don't get to use it as much. What happens now that we're just leaving him alive? You have left me alive. Why? Why deny me the chance to do better next time? It sort of sounds like your life is punishment enough. Wow, this does not bode well. If I'm not the victor, and if I don't die, am I still making progress? Or am I just losing resolve while standing still? Yeah, I guess you don't know everything, huh? Why not go back to the drawing board? Leave the Admiralty alone. Do your spooky hermit thing until you have all the answers. I can always come back and kill you later. I'd like that. Sandrano fades silently into the tree line, leaving you to contemplate the vastness of your confusion. Alright, Rorok? That wasn't so bad. What exactly was it that blew your mind so much anyway? What, you're just gonna learn that the only person responsible for your own happiness is yourself and shrug it off like it's no big deal? Huh, that is a bummer. Still, if I have agency, then I choose to still blame others when I feel like it. As a treat. Whoa. Whoa. So you're saying I can just choose to continue living my life the way I did before all this happened? Yeah, that's free will, bud. I need to have a think. Rorok staggers off into the camp, massaging her temples. Let's go see how Spots feels about the fact that we left Sindrano alive. Maybe we won't tell him. If it were me, I wouldn't tell him. Ah, we must convince Spots that Sindrano is dead. Mission accomplished. Sindrano has been eliminated. He won't be bothering anyone with his he won't be bothering anyone with his heretical flap anymore. Wait, you spoke with him? Anyone else who spoke with him turned on their positions or ended up dead. How do I know you haven't been incepted with some sort of psychic conditioning? What a wedding? We're having to chit-chat a lot today, but that's alright. We simply must keep our dog alive. We absolutely, it is not a choice, keep our dog alive. And then, having kept our dog alive, we double our voice of the people. And initial rapport. Let our influence start working for us. We're not allowed to play our whole hand. Oh crap, we can't apply any defense to our dog either. Which means that we are going to lose Meatloaf this turn, which is a shame. Actually I guess not if we just take one of these out. We can just take one of these out. Oh no, you're still doing far too much damage. Oh no, that's the 6 damage straight up. That's not coming from anything else. Fuck. Alright, that's fine. Sure, let's draw yet more cards. There's actually so many cards in one turn that I'm no longer capable of playing my whole hand at once, which bothers me. How about this? Let's take Flatter into our hand, which deals 5 damage. We play Pale Evil Eye, which is going to turn that into 10 damage. Apply 2 composure to all friendly arguments. Sounds good. We don't have to worry about defense for the rest of the turn. Which means we can just go in with our other cards. We'll put some doubt in their mind. Let's play Seeds of Doubt so we can level it up. Let's play Calm so we can level it up. But neither of those matter because we're just going to deal 6 damage right to their dome and have done with it. Pick another negotiation card. No, I think we're really fine at this point. We can upgrade Intrigue. Spend 1 influence to deal an additional 5 damage as opposed to 3 damage like it was before. Or, if you have any influence, deal an additional 3 damage. Notably, that does not drain the amount of influence we have anymore. Which I think is fine, honestly. Let's keep that influence pool nice and big, so that Fast Talk can do its work whenever we get it in place in time. Look, Sandrana said something about free will and yada yada yada. If you wanted me to take notes, you should have specified. No, no notes. Sandrana already has the grunts spinning stories about mind control and subliminal messaging. It'll take a while for those superstitions to die out, but at least it's taken care of. Thank you for your work. Hey, no problem. You get paid 125 chills, gain 4 metal, and can upgrade a card. I think we upgrade a battle card. Because we have not had enough of those. What? Do we have anything that, like, we need a lot of pips to fix before they level up? Sure, active defense. Oh, right. We are only allowed 1, but it applies 6 defense. Plus 2 for each card discarded this turn. We're not discarding cards, but that's still 6 defense we didn't have before. Spots likes you. Your approval fills me with shame. What do we have? Some more stuff. Final pieces. It is the day before the auction. Nadan has a special job for you, but before that, we can go meditate. Or, what the fuck are you? Get Enfeebling Ray. This opportunity will disappear if you don't seize it. Let's go get an Enfeebling Ray. That sounds fun. Hey, Alongwe. I'm less happy to see you than you're to see me. Hey, Sal. Found something the other day, made me think of you. You don't have to take it if it'll bog you down, but it's yours. Sure. Enfeebling Ray. Sure, Alongwe. Thanks. Put that to good use, yeah? Fine, I think. Let's go down to see what Nadan wants. I think I have not said his name the same way twice. Oh, good, you're here. Glad I didn't have to send someone to drag you in. What's up, Nadan? You look happy? Is that your happy face? You know Ulo? The name rings a bell. I'm pretty sure you forbade me from saying it. She's an Admiralty officer, right? Yeah, that's her. Kadreshi, slippery as Hesh itself. Only one person living I hate as much as Casio, and that's Ulu. But like most of her kind, she's got a big family, lots of obligations. Turns out one of her brothers is in the cult, and he's coming to town for the auction. You see where I'm going with this? I got a big barbed hook. All I need's the worm. Kidnap Ulu's brother and use him as bait to draw Ulu into a fight. Kill Ulu, and Nadan will get you into the auction. Ulu's kin, is arriving at the beach tonight. He's hired private protection. Go insinuate yourself and then set the trap. Once we're in position, we can send the ransom note. Only there's not going to be a ransom. You'll kill Ulu the second she shows her face. Do that and I promise you've proven yourself to me. I'll get you on that auction on my word. All this just for revenge on one person. It's a bit rich coming from you, isn't it? I thought you and I were on the same level. That's fair enough, but is there really no easier way to get close to Ulu? I would recount the ways I've tried, but it'd just make my cheeks turn red. She has a knack for leaping from the pot at the moment you turn on the heat. Smart at least, I'll give her that. But family politics make people like her easy to manipulate if you find the right string and give it a good tug. Why do you have it out for Ulu anyway? We've been deadlocked since she was a rookie. I robbed her once, she arrested me once, we got over it, made our own ways. She never came to heel like a lot of the other Admiralty would, never took a bribe, so I can respect that. So then what? I told you, Cashiot sold me out. Olo's the one who was there to profit. I was carrying explosive contraband. She set a trap to light it up. The only way she could have known it if she took the tip from Cassio. She blew you up. Oh, okay, maybe that warrants a heap of two revenge. Well, now that you have your approval, do you want to stop yabbering and get to work? Alright. Maybe calm down. Oh, Nadan said you could take one of his spree to help you if you can convince them. Let's do that. Anyone in here like me already? I don't think so. No, because they would have a little uptick next to their name the way Nadan does. Who looks like you do damage? I like you, Ash. It's hard work being a bandit, even harder when you're hooked on the slurry, but Ash gets the job done. I'd ask what you're up to lurking through the few tonight, but then you might ask me the same. Convince Ash to come help you, or just pay. Hey, it's Ash. Convince. Hey, it's Ash, my buddy, my chum. I'm doing a big job for Nathan. I could use some help. Oh, also I have a dog. And your boss likes me. What can we do with this? Dominance, hostility card, seal, and additional. Oh, okay, I didn't get one of those because Nadan's here. I don't really want to do that. We can real quick get 4 influence and deal a shit ton of damage with Pale Evil Eye. Is that right? 4 influence plus the initial 2 from rapid fire is 10 altogether, double is 20, which actually is a shit ton. And then the other way we could do a lot of damage is with Sparing Intrigue over there, which will deal... It would deal 6 damage twice, which is 12, which is more. Actually, there's no fucking reason we can't do both. Well, yes, we can't do both because Evil Eye only works on 1 card. But we can do all the rest of that. Grab Compliment and another 2 stacks of influence. Use Pale Evil Eye to double the damage of Sparing Intrigue, so that's 12 right at you. Rush Hour Renegades. And then... yeah, just send 12 at you. We're gonna take a lot of damage from that popping off, but that doesn't really matter. What the hell are you? Escalation. When a hostility card is played, increase the stacks of this by 1 and +1 damage to all intents. Oh, that's fine. Do we want to... We can't put enough fucking block on Voice of the People to make that matter, unfortunately. So we're just going to lose that, except for not, because we're going to use Focus Elucidate and get another one. Well... Smack that and gain some influence. And use Beguile to hit for 7. And yeah, this is done this turn. That's fine. Played Seed Stout so we can level that up. God, play Threaten, I guess? No. Play all the things that don't actually do damage first, and then... Sure, Threaten. It's that 1 damage to sweep away the worries. We'll decline these, I think. Rapid Fire. Okay, so we can upgrade Rapid Fire to Boosted Fire, which deals 3 damage per hit instead of 2, so that makes every, like, influence spent better. Or we can use Maintain Fire, which still does 2 damage and spends all your influence like it normally does, but then after all of those attacks, you gain 1 influence, so you're not without it, and you can still do max damage with other green cards. So let's take that, actually. That just sounds stellar. Seeds of Doubt. Incept 3 doubt, draw a card, Incept 3 doubt, or Incept 2 doubt, but draw a card also. Let's take the 3 doubt. My favorite band from the 90s. This is an important gig. That's an important gig. If we pull it off, we'll be Nadon's favorites, easily. I could use the leverage. Nadon's been giving me the stink eye a bit more than usual. Sure, I'll tag along. I really wish I could hire more of you, but, that's fine. Our health is healthy, right? 27, 37, 62, 62. Yeah, that seems fine. You arrive at the beach to find 2 Admiralty guards, their heads hung in boredom. When is this Hessian brat supposed to show up, anyway? Should be soon, shouldn't it? High tide's no way for nobody, Hessian or not. I want to get my plonk on. Plonk. A drink that tastes like sea brine and leaves you feeling seasick. Ulu gave us our orders, no way I'm gonna let you bail without me. So far, you remain unnoticed. We can attack them both and then a wild Vrock into the bargain, because there's just some around. I like trick Vex into leaving. Hail and well met, fellow Admiralty. I am here to relieve you from your duty. With a damn spree tugging, though? Guess Ulu was right to be careful. Foul play is afoot. Listen. This is my intern. Yes, they look rough, but it's their first day on the job, and I think you are being an asshole right now. Gain influence. Apply a bunch of composure to the voice of the people so we don't lose voice of the people, because it's one of the best things we have available to us. Improvise a card from a pool of upgraded cards and sept out, gain composure. I think we improvise. Gain 2 bonus actions next turn. Sounds good. Deploy bait, draw 3 cards. I think we just gain actions next turn. And I think we throw in boosted doubts so that we can just deal 3 passive damage more. Slaps top of negotiation deck. This thing is full of ticks. Oh, I drew solid and strong point at the same time, so that's good. Like composure to all friendly arguments, that's not gonna matter, I don't think. Unless we deal a lot of damage to... Interrogate? We could just deal a whole bunch of damage to interrogate real quick. Actually, we can just knock it out. Yeah, because that hits for double. Stellar. Tactical Mind, draw an extra card. And Fast Talk deals some extra damage. And we're going to lose Voice of the People, and that's a shame, but we can continue on. That's a shame, but not for long. How do you like the corpses? Let us... gain an extra stack of our beautiful pet. We'll grab Diplomatic Instincts to gain 2 influence. Inspirational Talk to gain another influence. Now we have a stack of 6. And we're going to use Pale Evil Eye along with Maintained Fire to deal, what, 6 times 4? Basic fucking math, me. 24 damage? In one go? Seems pretty tech. Airtight, Tackle Mine, Beguile. Do I want another Beguile? I don't think so. I think I'm fine with the one I have. We can upgrade Solid Point to Strong Point, which is what the other one is, or Visionary Point, which gains us more influence instead of more damage, the way Strong Point does. Welcome back to the Demon Dog. We're kidnapping someone. They haven't shown up yet. We're taking care of the guards first before they show up. And then we're going to pretend to be the guards, and then kidnapping. We can upgrade our Shrieker. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to all opponent arguments. Ulu thought an Admiralty Guard would draw too much attention, so she hired me. I can guard the Hessian and get the Weathergate to go safely, all under the radar. Oh, that's clever. That makes this our lucky day, doesn't it? Hey, thanks, Hunter. Have fun babysitting. The guards leave. You breathe a sigh of relief. Lucky day indeed. Out over the water, a light cuts its way through the fog. Soon, a small dinghy inserts itself on the shore, and out of it steps a Kradeshi dressed in flamboyant finery. You're like your mustache. What do you have to do to grow a mustache like that? Because they look like tendrils. Like, also, not for nothing, this is an incredibly deep V on this shirt. I like it, but it's got a lot of fishman peck in there. Anyway, Fulo looks you over with open distaste. Who are you? Where's Ulo? She had clear instructions from Mother to meet me here. Convince Fulo that you are his escort, or subdue Fulo. Fulo will dislike you if you subdue him. I am your guard, of course. You don't look like one of her tin soldiers. Yeah, but I got some mooks. What do you feel you can do about that? Focus, elucidate. More voice of the people. Initial rapport. Gain 2 influence. Grab this and compliment. That gives us enough influence to play Appeal to Reason for free and just starter for 6. Oh, I should have used Evil Eye to make that even harder. Crud. Crud and dang. Oh well. That's pretty promoted thinking. That did not do the thing I wanted it to do, but that's fine. We just gain 5 influence in one go? No, let's dismiss. Actually, let's save this for when we need to start talking to Ulo, because that's not going to go well for us. Kickback. What does that do? At the start of each turn, a random card in hand costs an additional 10 shills to play. I hate that. Alright, let's apply Calm, and that will keep Meatloaf alive for a little longer. I think actually let's take Pure Diplomacy, because I'm pretty sure the fight with Ulo is a battle, not a negotiation. And that'll give us 9 whole-ass influence. Which means we can use Maintain Fire here to just deal 20 damage. Concept 3 Doubt. And more composure. Why not? Really make sure our dog can live. Yes, please continue. It's just pay 10 shills to do up to 5 damage. That really doesn't matter, we can just slap it like this. We could take this card, which I hadn't seen before, called Ipso Facto. It is unplayable, it has an evoke cost, but the evoke cost is an opponent's argument is removed or destroyed, and because we're doing so much passive damage with our Voice of the People and with Meatloaf, then we're removing a secondary argument basically every turn. Like, their arguments don't last long, so we can just keep using that basically every turn. That sounds fine. Let's upgrade Calm. Apply 3 Composure to all friendly arguments, or apply 2 Composure to all friendly arguments, but it costs nothing. I think costs nothing sounds good. The bandits in the area have been keeping a close eye on the Admiralty. Lulu thought you'd be safer with an off-the-book protection. She knows I prefer to travel with fanfare, but this cloak and dagger nonsense is very typical for her. Well, lead on. Kidnap Ulu's brother and use him as bait to draw Ulu into a fight. Halfway there. You find the Spree safe house and usher Fulo safely inside. Watch your head, my liege. Why, thank you, I must say, for a hired gun. You've shown impeccable respect. And, finally, Fulo takes in the squalor of the safe house, and the Spree thug approaching with a length of coarse rope. Wow, wait just a moment. You aren't a hoodlum, are you? Fulo is quickly bound and gagged by Kel, who manages it with professional ease. Made it give you any trouble? Yeah, you know Hessians, they do all the talking, let the tentacles do all the thinking. What have you heard? Apparently Ulu was spitting bricks when Fulo didn't show up. Ransom note should have gotten there by now. Fulo hates you. You've incurred his fury, and will likely face the consequences. Buying anything from a shopkeeper costs an additional 20 shills. But, not if he dies. One thing though, word is Ulu has one of those pedigree battle-on shoes, so don't expect her to go down easy. Kel begins to pack up his things, heading for the door. Wait, where are you going? The Dom wants me to back on the tail end in case anything goes wrong, and, no offense, but it probably will. I can convince him to stay and fight. I can pay him to stay and fight, or just let him go. I think that going against the direct orders of the person we're specifically trying to ingratiate ourselves with is a bad idea, so let's let Kel go. Well, didn't realize the odds were so stacked against me here. I'd say I'm doing pretty well if you ask me. It's nothing personal, Victor. You'd survive and you can tell me it told me so. You sit and wait. It is not long before you hear something large cleaving its way through the bush outside. Well, here we go. Fulo wrestles his mouth out of his gag, bleating smugly. Ah, now you'll see, miscreant. No one interferes with the Olawano family. For what it's worth, I plan on having your skull preserved as a trophy. Yeah. I can provoke you. Just for fun. Face Ulu. You exit the safe house, ready to face Ulu. Ulu cuts a daunting figure perched atop a fully equipped battle Honshu. You've never seen a snail that frightening. This was a fun joke, Grifter, but for all you got for yourself was a day in the company of my least interesting sibling. I hope it was worth it, because this is going to be a really sorry way to die. Yeah, I got my own score to settle, so let's just get this over with. Oh, So we've seen Onshus before. They're the big snails. This one is loaded for bear. That looks like a whole laser gun on its side, on the side of its shell there. It's got like rever wheels. That's fun. Our battle flourish is immediately ready. Apply 20 bleed, split evenly among all enemies. So we can just sort of We can just sort of bop Bertha for half their health in one go. We can do that thing. One, two, three, 4, 5. No, we can't take out Bertha this turn. So I think we just do as much bleed damage as possible. Shroog Fang. Apply 2 wound, gain 2 power, expend. Good. Perfect. So let's fight dirty. Improvise a card. Slash. Go straight from wound to bleed. We're just gonna keep stacking as many fucking dots as we can. I'm aware that I can play some cards, but it's fine. The bleed's gonna take you out. I don't have to worry about it. Ula's probably gonna be pretty upset when her snail companion goes to sleep. So how about this? Take Projector and improvise a card out of Thieves' Instinct, which none of them are fucking none of them are actually attack cards, which is a shame. I can improvise a finisher. Sure. Oh! This was the correct thing to do. Cool, let's deal 14 damage. What do you mean you healed entirely? Oh, Onshu Shell. The Onshu cannot be killed, but will hide in its shell and lose all power when brought to 1 health. I wish I had read that the first time. Well, that's fine. We just completely waylay into Ulu, I guess. Do we need to block? Yes. We do need to block. Let's do Hemomancy, but let's do it next turn, I think. Damn, we're gonna apply a lot of bleed in one go this turn. Alright. Hemomancy. Deal, what, 10 bleed to each? Yes. Boosted Lacerate. Apply 5 bleed. And then Kradeshi Barb Storm apply 2 bleed. And then just stab you, which applies no bleed, but is stabbing you. And block for my dog. Yeah. The amount of defense that I am absolutely and aggressively not doing is also bothersome to me. Please don't get me wrong. Oh crud. Let's draw 2 cards, actually. Yeah, because I'll make Rooted Freighter much bigger. Absolutely. Deal 23 damage. No, Nadan really wanted you dead, and I'm not gonna fuck around with them. Sorry. Anshu can go, though. Ashigora hates you. I've never seen this man before in my life. But I killed a friend, so, you know. Pick a battle card to add. Viciousness. For the rest of the turn, gain counter equal to half of any attack that you deal. So if I have a round like the one I just had, where I hit with Freighter for like 24 damage and get 12 kickback, that sounds good. But not good enough to really throw it in there. It feels situational. I'm fine. I think I'm good without picking a negotiation card either, especially out of these 3. I do get to upgrade my Freighter. Which is going to linearly level up to Restored Freighter, which is the exact same thing, but lets me draw a card when I draw it. And Victory Medal, battle card, charge disc, hits all enemies apply to wound. Ulu's corpse lies in the dirt. You hear a scuffle behind you. Fulu has struggled from his bonds and emerged from the safe house. Ulu, no! Yeah, you really should have stayed in there, Fulu. Hold on, Grifka. I can see I was just a pawn. You got what you wanted out of Ulu, didn't you? I can pay. I'm the favorite. My mother will want to see me safely return, but nobody will care about Ulu. What's more, I can promise you our family won't seek retribution. We can let Fulo go, receive 300 shills, or not let him go. You know what? Alright, get out of here. You're not what Nadan wanted anyway. I want that money, though. I caught you once, I can catch you again. Fulo turns around. After much effort and some rather unpleasant noises, Fulo produces a fistful of slimy shills. I don't suppose you know the way back to civilization. The Admiralty headquarters, perhaps. With nothing but a steely glare in response, Fulo gets the hint and disappears into the wilderness. Be going now? Fulo is indifferent towards you. I mean, he would also be indifferent towards me if he were dead, but that's sort of a metaphysical idea. Let's get back to Nadan. Hey! Ulo is dead, as you requested. I gotta say, it got a bit messy there. You're not worried about the wrath of a Kradeshi dynasty? Ha! Do I look like I worry much? It's hard to say. Ulo was no good. Dirty cop, spiteful and reckless because her parents would buy her out of trouble. Her whole brood's in Cassio's pocket. And once we deal with Cassio, there won't be anyone to protect that dynasty no more. Thanks for your hard work. I'll send word tomorrow when it's Cassio's turn. Nadan loves you. You've managed to capture his loyalty. Don't waste it. All allied spree gain 2 power at the start of battle, which is good because we're about to have a really long... Not about to. I'm about to stop streaming. Oh, you can just go fuck off, can't you? That was quick. So... which is good because once we get to the auction tomorrow, which is the big thing we've been building towards, we're going to have a lot of spree on our side because we've just convinced their chieftain to help us with our incredibly ridiculous plan. Let's ask about Ulo. You ever gonna tell me what Ulo did? You ever gonna tell me what that fucking G stands for? No. Nah, she just ain't got principles. Gets under my skin. Literally? Or she punches a hole in my face. You want to know the details? Don't want to read some poetry or something? Enhance yourself. You read poetry? Sure I do. I'll lend you a book sometime. And what about tomorrow? You ready for Cassio? I am. The whole soul is gonna wash off after this, like pearl on the foam. This time tomorrow, where do you see yourself? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm just taking it as it comes, you know? And don't tell me you can't picture it. You came all this way. I'll manifest it for you. Take out the abstract. Cassio will be down. You'll be standing. Taller than you've ever been. That memory you got of Cassio in your head, of her being powerful and unstoppable. That memory won't be there no more. And you'll have room for something new in its place. I have never heard you talk this much. I'm damn loquacious. You get to know me well enough. What? Tired. You got me talking too much. Get some shut-eye, and tomorrow you won't see Cassio coming. Nothing else to do but go take our nap. We'll hit the sleep button and then that'll be it for the stream for the evening. And we'll do the big auction fight on Friday, presuming that I feel up to streaming on Friday. Fish consorts her mouth into the facsimile of a smile as you approach. Ask about Krautbog. You ever thinking about going back to Krautbog? What the hesh for? I hear they're starting it up again. The strikes, fighting for equal pay. Yeah, well, some folks got short memories. I don't need to see that go down again. At least last time I had 2 eyes. Yeah, you're right. I guess there is one thing that's different about it this time around. You're not a little kid anymore. Hey, you have plans for tomorrow? In case, things don't work out the way we hope. What, like if you die? Cassio will come for you if I'm not able to stop her. Yeah, there's an easy fix for that. Don't die. I'll do my best. I mean it, Sal. It's not an option. Rest in the back. Fish shows you to your room. Your bed calls to you. You slept through the night with one hand gripping the knife under your pillow, but then you've slept that way every night since you were 12. Heals gratefully. Cards gained. The auction is today. You hope you're ready for it. Fish has been waiting for you. The Dan just sent word. Actually, can I just exit from here? I think so. I think if I just hit quit the desktop. Your progress is saved at the end of your last conversation. Yes, that is where I want to keep it, because I want to have this whole setup for when we start again next time. And that just crashes that, huh? There's just no visuals anymore. Hey, I should probably make some art assets to fill that void just a little bit. Or I don't know. Perhaps it's peaceful here. I'll think about it a little bit. Uh, Thanks for joining us. Uh, this has been fun. It turns out I really like this game. I think I'm gonna do the whole, not the whole game, but one run on like story mode with each of the main characters. The other two's names I cannot remember right now. But the veteran and the gambler. I'd be excited to see your art assets if you do make them. I'll probably do something. I had like a little I was I doodled around with some stuff for September's uh layout, and then I ended up streaming first. So oh, you can hear all of that, can't you? Because I'm just scratching the top of the laptop that the mic is coming from. Oh well. Um, yeah. Thanks for joining us. Love you. Stay safe. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night.